And we're back again. Welcome to Box to Box Football. And unfortunately, there's no Ballon d'Or this year. There's no best player in the world Ballon d'Or thing. But everyone, the streets always have their discussion on who is the best. And for some reason, me and Jack have been going back and forth right now on who's the best player in the world. Jack has an interesting take on who he considers to be the best player in the world. Jack, do you want to take this away?
Yeah, so, the one problem is with current kind of 2020 climate and social media climate is a lot of the time, whatever you say, you're then held to for the rest of your life. So obviously, whatever I'm going to say now, I'm going to premise this to make sure that we know in which time frame we're talking about. My point is that Harry Kane has Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo goal contribution numbers at the moment. Now, remember, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the two best players ever. To me, it's not close. It's those two and then a huge gap until whoever would be third, fourth, fifth, etc., etc. Their best seasons, each of their best seasons, their goal contributions per game, so whether it be they score a goal or they create an assist, was about 1.8. Ronaldo's was like 1.82. Messi's best was, I think, 1.78. So splitting hairs, but around about 1.8 at their best. At this point in time, within about 10 games this season, Harry Kane's goal contributions is 1.6. Now, that isn't better than Messi or Ronaldo. That's damn close. And if you're hitting Messi and Ronaldo's best season numbers in terms of goal contributions per game, you're doing something right. I was talking to my friends about this. We have a WhatsApp group. In alternate games, Harry Kane gives Tottenham Hotspur either a 1-goal advantage or a 2-goal advantage on alternating games. All I'm saying is, James is going to hit me with, you think Kane's better than Messi and all this stuff.
No.
Harry Kane, I'll just finish. Harry Kane is not the most talented player in the world right now, but for what he's bringing to this Tottenham team, I think Harry Kane definitely deserves the right to be called the best player on the planet right now.
Oh, okay, Jack. Harry Kane's the best player in the world to you right now.
James is an Arsenal fan. Remember that.
Jack. Harry Kane is absolutely killing it. Don't get it twisted. Like, he's a bad man. Don't get it twisted. But Harry Kane is probably not even the best player in his position in the world, Jack. Robert Lewandowski is a better striker than Harry Kane. Maybe people can look at it from a different sort of it, but Lewandowski had a team that just went to a Champions League final, won the Bundesliga, and won the German Cup. Last season, let me get it right. Apologies here, guys. Last season, he scored 55 goals in 47 games. And if you were picking a World XL 11 playing one striker up front, who are you having, Jack? Harry Kane or Robin Lewandowski? Lewandowski this season, 15 games, 15 goals.
One thing I'll say is I'm just using his domestic form, Kane's domestic form. That's what was said.
But also, with Kane's domestic form, it's great. 10 assists, 8 goals, amazing. But I can also say that he might not even be Tottenham's best player because upon all these assists and all these passes, you got to make the right runs. And Son at times seems to outplay him. You know, of course Harry Kane matters and he's an unbelievable player, but Son gives Tottenham just as much as what Harry Kane does. You know, he seems to not get the type of praise that Harry Kane seems to be getting. And one's the best player in the world, and the other one's just...
I agree with you, but I'll say, similar to that point, I would say that does Robert Lewandowski not play in the best team in the world right now? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at a guy who has the best wingers passing to him, the best midfielders passing to him, defenders to keep clean sheets, lots of possession, lots of chances to score. You know my thing about environment. I think Harry Kane has a harder environment to succeed than Robert Lewandowski does in that Bayern Munich team. And Kane plays in the Premier League, Lewandowski plays in the Bundesliga. I'm not trying to disrespect the Bundesliga, but the Premier League is harder to succeed in.
Jack, Bayern Munich without Lewandowski are toothless. They have Choupo-Moting up front. If it wasn't for if you take out Lewandowski, yes, they have goals here or there, and I have a lot to criticize with Lewandowski with maybe him not scoring in the biggest games. But would Bayern Munich have as much success as they had without Lewandowski? All these great players, no.
I'd ask the exact same question about Kane. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, just answer my question quick. Who would you rather have? You're picking your number one striker right now, Kane or Robin Lewandowski?
What's your time frame for right now? What are we saying? Because
right now you have to pick you're picking a world 11 right now. Your striker, Kane or Lewandowski?
I would pick Kane. Right now, I'd pick Kane. Now, here's the thing. You started this video talking about kind of a Ballon d'Or type thing. Over the course of the year of 2020, Lewandowski, 100%. I'm talking about this, so far this year, in the 10 game weeks or whatever it's been in the Premier League, what Kane has been able to do and what this Tottenham team has been able to do, and how integral and important he has been with what's around him, Mourinho, his opponents, all that stuff, is absolutely exemplary. The conversation does go back to, like, let's say we talk about talent. I think Kevin De Bruyne is more talented than Harry Kane. I think Lewandowski is. I think Bruno Fernandes probably is. But as far as I'm concerned, since the start of this Premier League season to this point now, Harry Kane has certainly thrown his hat in the ring to be the best player in the world right now.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like to just throw around the world the best player in the world, because it's such a big thing to hold. You know, it's like the phrase is like, who is the heavyweight champion of the world? Not everyone can be heavyweight champion of the world. That's why you got Fury and Wilder there. Don't get it twisted. Harry Kane's a worthy opponent, but in my opinion, if I had to who's the best player in the world, if you're talking about form, I get it. But the best player in the world.
But James,
go on.
It's your parameters in which you choose to have the conversation. So, like we talked about before, if you were asking me to pick an MVP, so who do I think is the most valuable player for a team? I would say Bruno Fernandes is the MVP of football right now. Manchester United without Bruno Fernandes, forget about it. I think Tottenham without Kane or Lewandowski not in Bayern, I don't think it's too much of a drop-off. That's in terms of value. I'm talking about since the beginning of this domestic season to this point now, I think Kane is doing a better job than anybody in the world.
Kane is also not playing in the Champions League where Lewandowski is, and I'm pretty sure, let me just make sure how many goals Lewandowski scored in the Champions League. He has 4 goals. He has 4 goals in the Champions League this season, Jack.
But James, did I bring up the Champions League once? I told you, I'm talking about the domestic season from the start.
Jack, we can't be doing that. Just bringing up one thing. That's like the whole criteria is like, you said in the world.
Yeah,
the world is and we always want to look for the best competition. But Kane isn't even playing in the best competition.
No, that's true. But I already told you, I'm talking about the domestic season from the beginning to this point now. I think Kane has showed himself to be the best. I don't think there's really anybody who in their domestic league, Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, who's doing what Kane is doing right now.
Well,
it's about setting out your goalposts and what you're trying to talk about. It's the exact same way that you and I and Timmy have had this conversation forever. The most talented player of all time is Messi. The GOAT, though, to me, is Ronaldo. It's the difference in conversation.
We actually never mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has had coronavirus this year, but is still able to get in non-games 10 goals. He's unbeaten with this. He hasn't lost a game this season with a Juventus team in the Champions League or in Serie A. Why is his name not in the hat? A 5-time Ballon d'Or winner. But that's just different.
When did he win those Ballon d'Ors? Was that in this 10-week spell, or
okay? But listen, you can't just be the best player in 10 weeks. You know, you gotta do it.
But that's the title of the video. That's the whole point of the video. Who's the best player right now? That's
the best player in the world right now is Lionel Messi or Ronaldo. That's
Messi with Barcelona in 10th.
Oh, okay. We've had 4 or 5 different conversations in one right now. Jack wants to see who's the best player in the world right now. And mine is Jack's looking in a 10-week span while I'm trying to look at it for a whole year span. 2 completely different arguments, guys. Let me know who is for you the best player in the world. Robin Lewandowski, Harry Kane, Messi, Ronaldo. Jack even said Bruno Fernandes.
Is your year guy Lewandowski? I think mine probably is.
Yes. For what he's able to do for a whole calendar, yes, is Lewandowski. But to me, the best player in the world right now is probably still Lionel Messi or let's just leave that. Comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Get us to 150 and then 200, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Box to Box Football. We will see you next time.